What's going on, Android lovers? This is Clayton Youngberg coming at you from your one and only source for all things Android, AndroidAuthority.com. Today we've got an in-depth review of the Sony Xperia Ion. Now, this is a fairly new device, and it's rocking some nice hardware. It's got acceptable Android software. It's rocking 2.3, so it's a little bit behind the times in that area. But it's a great phone. On this phone, we're rocking a dual-core 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon S3 processor. We've got a 12 megapixel camera in the rear with an LED flash. On the front, we've got ourselves a 1.3 megapixel camera capable of 720p video capture. Now, the display is also a beautiful 4.6 inch 720p HD reality display. And we also have the software layer, the Sony Mobile Bravia engine that's going to help us watch videos, play games, and view pictures with great clarity and quality. So anyways, as you can see, we have our nice lock screen. This is running the Timescape UI, which is manufactured, well, by Sony. And it's a nice overlay over the Android Gingerbread operating system. It's not too obtrusive, as I always like to judge the overlays by. I don't like them too gaudy, and I like the usability of Android. Anyways, this is our nice lock screen. We can slide right to unlock, or we can choose our sound profiles by sliding left. Go ahead and slide right. You see this is our nice home screen. The Timescape UI is a little breath of fresh air from the usual like TouchWiz or Sense UIs and stuff like that, and I actually like it a lot. So anyways, we do have our usual Android apps here in the app tray. This does come with some nice AT&T apps because this is the AT&T phone. It is available for $90 on their network. So we do have our AT&T bloatware, as I'd call it. But we also have some nice Sony apps, some native apps to Sony, such as the Livewire Manager. We also have the Office Suite coming in on this device. We have the Sony Music Unlimited service, which is actually going to battle the Samsung Music Hub service, which we will have a video for when the tentative release date is upcoming. We have our Power Saver features. This game is great with the Spider-Man game, with a lot of like graphic-intensive games. The Snapdragon S3 processor just blazes through a lot of stuff. It's very fast. This is our Timescape. Now, the Timescape is a social integration client, so all your social networks are just integrated right into your phone. We'll go ahead and go into our settings to show you the menus on the Xperia Ion. Now, all of the themes are changeable. We can change whether or not we want them green or turquoise or whatnot in the background. So we'll start with our Xperia settings here. Under the Xperia settings, we have our connectivity options. The Facebook inside Xperia is part of the Timescape feature. And then we have our Livewire Manager. So I did integrate my Facebook and my Twitter, so we'll check that out here in a minute. We do, under our wireless network settings, have NFC options, despite Android Gingerbread running on this. We also have the Wi-Fi, all the usual connectivity options, such as Bluetooth, VPN settings, tethering. Our call settings, sound, and display. Under the display is where we choose our brightness. Now, the brightness has no auto brightness feature as of now. We kind of just have to use our own judgment as far as what brightness we want. We can turn on our mobile Bravia engine from here, which enhances games, videos, and photos. They actually look great. We'll go ahead and do some demos here in a minute as well. We have our accounts in sync, the privacy, the usual Android Gingerbread menu options. We can go into About Phone, see we're rocking 2.3.7. We just have our software updates from here. This did receive a software update while I had it, but it's not going to update to ICS extremely soon. It is slated, and I hope Jelly Bean is slated as well. Now, on that topic, there's not strong developer support for Xperia phones and Sony phones in general. They're locked down pretty tight, so we don't have a lot of ROMs and stuff coming out for this phone yet, or even a root method. But anyways, this is one of our nice Timescape widgets. You see that we have all of our nice Twitter feed and our Facebook just aggregated into one source right here. We can scroll up and down. Nice user interface. Runs really fast and smooth. And it's great. We'll go ahead and you can change the wallpaper, add widgets, create folders, shortcuts, and themes just with a long press on the home screen. We'll go ahead and go into the theme settings here, which is really nice. We have our turquoise theme, emerald, AT&T gold, ruby, just a bunch of cool themes. I'll leave it here on the emerald, so we'll click that. Now you can also create folders on the Gingerbread, add widgets. The widgets there's a lot of cool ones included. There's clocks, AT&T widgets, and then the native Timescape widgets with nice skins on them. As you can see, our Power Manager up here has some nice looks to it. Anyways, pulling down the notification bar, of course, being Android gingerbread, we don't have the functionality of being able to grab and swipe away to kill apps, but we can clear simply by pressing the clear. Now, under the messaging, we'll go ahead and check out our keyboard. Some random crap there, but our keyboard's very nice. I actually like it a lot. It's great for a stock keyboard. We do have predictions and suggestions up here, and then it works smoothly, and we have our settings, Android keyboard settings and stuff like that. So the keyboard works great. We'll go ahead and test out some HD video right now. I'm not logged into anything, but we will type in HD video 1080p. Just go ahead and click this. I'll show you the nice Bravia engine on the Sony Xperia Ion whenever we're watching a movie, and this has some nice audio on it as well, so we'll just go ahead and watch that. This is an animated video, but as you can see, the colors are really great. They're vivid. Bravia engine's just incredible. So it looks great. We'll go ahead and go back, and aside from playing videos excellently, we can take videos just wonderfully with the touch of a button. We have our 12 megapixel autofocus camera on here. It does have the LED flash. We'll just go ahead and bring a pencil over. You can see one little problem I've ran into is the autofocus, or the focus in general. You kind of have to let it sit for just a second, but once you take a picture, it's easy. We have basically zero shutter lag. We can just go as fast as we want. And we also have our options here. We have our different scenes. We can have auto scene recognition, normal, choose to our front camera, 3D sweep panorama, 3D sweep multi-angle, sweep panorama. We have our scenes, landscape, night, sports, all that great stuff. And then we have a document. We have our white balance right there. We have our flash options. And then we can hit the menu, the Android menu, to bring up more options such as the resolution, smile detection, focus mode. We have face detection, multi-autofocus, touch focus. And I'll go ahead and choose touch focus. And then we have our ISO, and metering, image stabilizer, geotagging, capturing methods, shutter sound, quick launch, and data storage. Under the capturing method, we have the on-screen button, touch capture, or we have the dedicated hardware camera key up here right next to the volume and the power rocker. This takes great videos as well, being that it is 12 megapixels, so we'll go ahead and just brush past this pencil, take a nice video. I didn't focus in on it as much as I'd like it to, but it did do well. We'll go ahead and view that video right from the gallery. The gallery is set up in a nice intuitive manner. We can scroll through and see all of our images. So we'll go ahead and just play this very quickly. Take a nice video. So you can see it didn't focus. It's kind of a strange coincidence. It did not focus as well as I wanted it to, though. So anyways, we'll go back. Another great feature of the Xperia Ion is the fact that Sony has included NFC, and we've got our Xperia Smart Tags on deck. Now, these are great. They're actually pretty built well compared to other smart tags or other NFC tags. They're hard plastic, and they can hang on things, and they just work really nice. So this phone comes with the Smart Tag application, and with NFC enabled from the settings menu in the wireless settings, we can go ahead and just tap. Sometimes I have to move it around to get the sweet spot on the phone. You know, this is a problem I've ran into. I have NFC enabled, but the tag does not register sometimes. So that's a complaint with the NFC client on the phone that I have. Not registering there. We'll go ahead and go. Oh, there you go. It registered there. So there you go. There's a good idea of how long it takes to actually get the smart tag going. That's one of my #1 complaints for this phone. The NFC just does not work some of the time. So anyways, our smart tag is detected. Once we do that, we can choose our different profiles for the smart tag, and we can choose different actions to assign the smart tags. We can control our wireless settings such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all that good stuff. And then we can choose our car modes, bedroom modes, our sound profiles and stuff like that, our brightness at the tap of the NFC tags, launch different applications. All the great stuff that NFC tags have to offer are available with the Sony Xperia Smart Tags. So we'll go back. Quick look at the body. It has a really nice form factor. We have our nice Xperia logo down here. It's a nice curved edge around the phone here. It feels great in the hand, and then it has a nice slate screen that's just awesome. It's rocking. We have our 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on top. We also have right here an mini HDMI out, and then we have the mini USB as usual. Now I also found that you can pop this bottom off, but it does not reveal anything down there of use. So I'll go ahead and, as you can see, there's nothing down here you can access besides some body screws. But it's an awesome phone. It has the Bravia engine. It does great mobile gaming. The Tegra 3... No, excuse me. The Snapdragon S3 works wonderfully. So we'll go ahead and do a quadrant test very quickly just to show you the speed of this phone. Okay, so for our benchmark, looks like we scored 2,938, which is actually pretty good. That's higher than the Galaxy Nexus or the Samsung Galaxy Tab, and given that this is only a dual core and it is the Snapdragon S3 rather than the Snapdragon S4, which is being implemented, I'd say that's a fairly good score. It's just blazing fast. It'll power through your games, your HD videos. It won't lag, really. I haven't run into any lag on the Xperia's user interface or anything, especially when you grab a widget like this. You kind of have that wave that you can pull along. It gets dragged, and nothing ever lags. There's no lapses in performance. On the app tray, it's all great. Everything's awesome. The Snapdragon S3 just powers through it. So anyways, guys, that was the Sony Xperia Ion. Closer look one more time at the bottom keys down here. We do have our 4 capacitive keys. Now, they don't light up at night, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but we do have the nice little lights that come on under them. So anyways, guys, that was the Sony Xperia Ion. Go ahead and check one out if you're looking for a budget price phone with great performance and you're on the AT&T network, coming in around $99. So pick one of these up. They've got NFC, a great blazing fast dual-core processor, the Reality screen, 4.6 inches of great HD quality, and a nice form factor too. It's not one that gets scuffed up or scratched or anything. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We always appreciate your support.